guys, welcome back to Glenna's World of Coloring. Today I wanted to do a coloring chat out of Vintage Flower Seed Packets by Creative Haven by Marty Noble. So we're going to go ahead and do this Aster or Giant Branching Lavender. Okay. So, I'm going to do the base with marker and then do the details with pencil. So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab V189. Where's 188? 189. Okay. And this is V189 Dark Violet Light. See if you can see that. Okay. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I do want to do like the leaves and stuff first so we can get those out of the way. I think I'll do G468. Okay. Oh, bump the camera. G468, Petite's Poise. All right. Make sure you're in frame there. How is everyone? That is not good. Okay, we gotta hurry. Oh, okay, it barely got on it. Okay. Woo! That was close. Okay. Alright. That was not smart. I forgot my cardstock. Alright, it's a good thing that I remembered before it was too late. That would have been really bad. Anyway, how is everyone? I hope y'all are good. And I did have a subscriber tell me to say the numbers and the names of the mediums that I'm using. So I will start doing that more. I usually do, but I guess I wasn't paying attention. So I gotta make sure I do that. Just in case you guys want to color along. And I'm glad there is people that want to color along with me. We are still growing as a channel, which I am thankful. We are at 308 subscribers, I believe. Could be 307, but that's still more people. And I am grateful that I've got the community that I have. And I will be doing a pencil review next month. Now I'm between two different pencils. I'm between the Derwent Chromaflow and the Derwent Ink Tints. Not sure which I'm going to get yet, but you guys will see when I do the review. I know the Ink Tints is a water-based, or not a water-based, what the heck? is a watercolor pencil. The ChromaFlow is just your regular wax pencil. I do want to try watercolor. I feel like that would be a really good like beginner thing, you know, just to see if I can get into it. And right now the ink tints are on sale on Amazon. They are $100 right now. I'm not sponsored. I just love Amazon products and Amazon, you know. I get everything from Amazon. I got the markers I'm using from Amazon. I love to use my Ohuhus, which is what I'm using. Okay. Put that back. And now we're going to start on the flower with V189 Dark Violet Light. Okay, so I'm going to take both caps off. Now what I usually do is I see what kind of colors that the flowers come in, and then I choose one of the colors. Now I didn't want to do lavender, like a purpley color, because that's what we did on the last one. But since it's called branching lavender, you know, I had to do it. And I could have swore that this color was a little more blue. I guess not. Now if we get done before like 40 minutes, then I'll start doing some of the detailing, which the detailing doesn't take me long at all. So that is good. Now I think if I do get some watercolor pencils, I do think that I will get some watercolor paper to print a few pages on to test out the blending and all that. So I'll have to see what happens. There's also another brand of watercolor pencils that I was looking at. It's called Art Pop. And I think those look pretty good too. So I don't know yet. I can't be for sure. I'll have to watch a few reviews on the different pencils that I'm looking at. And I know the brand Color, or Color, however you say it, they have watercolor pencils as well. So we'll have to see what happens. I kind of want the Derwents though, because I've never had like a brand like that before. And their original price is like over $200. So we'll just have to see what happens. Doesn't matter what day through the week they come in, as long as it's not the weekends. You know, I don't make videos on the weekends ever. So as long as it's a weekday and not the weekend, I will do a video, even if it's on like a Tuesday or a Thursday. because I usually do videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Unfortunately, I was not able to do one this Wednesday. My tooth was giving me problems. It's not the tooth that hurts, but the tooth is rubbing against my cheek, and that's causing problems. And it hurts really bad sometimes. And that's why I couldn't do a video, because it hurt so bad that day. I was just like, I can't do a video. So, sorry about that. I hope next month, hopefully by next month, I can go and get this tooth pulled. And it'll just be gone. It's one of my wisdom teeth that are rubbing against my cheek. The other one hasn't come in yet. It's been underneath the skin for a couple years now. And it doesn't want to come out, so it can stay as long as there's no problems. It's hot today. It's like 81 outside. That's not fun. But there is a nice breeze outside today. So most of the humidity is gone. When the breeze blows, it feels like it could be in the 70s, which is good. My ideal temperature would be high 60s, low 70s. Like, I don't like the 80s or the 90s. I can't stand it. It is so hot. I don't think I could live in like Florida or California or Arizona, anywhere like that. I don't think I could live there. I would just be miserable. I mean, they are beautiful states. I've been to Florida. I haven't been to Arizona, but their scenery is pretty nice, I've heard. Don't know if that's true. But they do have the Grand Canyon. So that scenery is beautiful. No, is that where the Grand Canyon is? I have no clue. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up. Yep, it is in Arizona. Okay. I thought I was stupid for a minute. But the Grand Canyon is really pretty. But they got Death Valley too. That's not fun. Me and my brother went out and shot some BBs. He was actually pretty good. And he has never shot like a weapon in his life. He has never shot anything. Well, he hasn't shot a gun ever. I have, so I figured I'd be a little bit better than him. But we're actually pretty close to the same. I wasn't too great. I'm a little rusty. I haven't shot a gun in years, probably. My dad taught me to shoot when I was like 16, 17, and that wasn't that long ago. Because I'm 20 Hmm, 3-4 years ago, he taught me to shoot. Hmm. I'm gonna try to do bigger sections because I don't want you guys to get bored. Okay. We're getting a good amount done so far. If you hear background noise, that is my mom and my brother talking. Walmart has a record that I want. It's a little pricey. Not a little, a good amount. It's $50 for a vinyl record. I do want it. Just because the band that he's in never released any vinyl records, and this is like the first one. You know, I don't want his album unless I get the vinyl record. Like, that'd be the only reason that I would get his album. He's a rapper. I didn't care for his solo music, really. But I heard that this one was a little bit better. So I'm probably gonna listen to a few of the songs. Don't know if I'll get it or not. Maybe. But $50 is a lot to fork over for music. I've wanted to try to get one of the Amazon liquidation palettes. I wonder if there's like a arts and crafts one that maybe has like pencils, markers, all kinds of good stuff like that. No, that would probably be worth it. Ran into my mama at the store today. Talked to her for 10 minutes maybe. She gets these chips that are like cinnamon, sugar, whatever. I don't care too much for them, but she buys like 8 bags at a time because that's all that she eats apparently. And then she gives some to her dogs, which I don't think is good to do. I don't think dogs can eat cinnamon. At least they're not supposed to. Yeah. She's given them chocolate before. Now, you can't do that. Chocolate is like poison to dogs. So I'm surprised that the one is still okay. You know, he's gonna be 13 this year. The other will be like 17. I'll tell you, at Memorial Day, she was not happy. She wasn't really sad, you know. She was just angry that she had to work. You know, a lot of people have to work on Memorial Day. So it's like, yeah, I had to work on Memorial Day when I used to work at the dollar store. Again, I'm never going to say which one because I don't want to be sued for saying crap about them. Not that they would see this video, but you never know with things like that. But anyway, I've had to work on Memorial Day before. You know, it's not a big deal. You don't want to, but if you do, you do. I was mad working there every single day. I hated my existence. I hated that job. And when I got out of there, I was so much better. I was happier, you know. Actually had something that I liked to do. And since I made the last video, I think my dream really would be to open a pet store. You know, like, I know pet stores are like controversial. Some definitely are, because they don't treat their animals good. But I would make sure every animal left that place happy, healthy, and well cared for. Now hamsters, uh, I hate hamsters. But, you know, you gotta face your enemies. Shoo. Like the first month of me being there, I was bit by a hamster. And like their teeth are so sharp. Like it grabbed on to the end of my finger and would not let go. And you get mad. You get so mad, but you can't hurt the animal because it was protecting itself, Like it didn't do anything wrong in its mind. Some are just more feisty than others. And I will not have a feisty animal in my pet store. I want every animal to be as gentle as I can get them. Snakes, they have bad days, but if they're just naturally aggressive toward like their owner and the people that they're trying to give it to, I'm not going to take that. I don't expect anyone to, unless they're going to try to tame it down, which I don't have time for that, for one. And for two, like, I don't like when things bite me or snap at me. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been so frustrated with my rabbit before. I've had panic attacks. So, But, I got through it. I realized, what? She was just doing what she is supposed to do. She's a rabbit. She's not gonna learn anything from me yelling at her or hitting her, which I would never even lay a hand on her because that is not right. But hitting an animal is never the answer. I don't know why people do it. They must not be very intelligent. Like, if you strike an animal, you're a crap person. Like, I don't like seeing animals get mistreated. I don't think anyone does. Anyone normal, that is. I went to GameStop once, and there was a guy in there that was like, "Oh, I run over cats for fun." And oh my God, that set a fire under my butt. If I wouldn't have been with my dad, I would have said some choice words. Yeah, I would have. I don't like to hear that kind of crap. And I don't like for people not to say anything about that kind of crap because it makes people think it's okay. Like a little kid could hear that crap and then they're like, "Oh, I want to go do that. That sounds like fun." Like you gotta, oh my God. And that was years ago, you know. And karma does come back to bite you. I tell you. I've done stuff, you know. I've stolen stuff before when I was younger, you know. And somehow or another, karma always found its way to me for what I did. There was one time I was a kid, I was in like 3rd grade maybe. I told the teacher that the class was boring. I was like, "Can I leave? This class is boring." And she sent me to the principal's office. So yeah, karma gets you. Now, my elementary school was not that fair. You know, I was a kid. And when I was a kid, I didn't know really what to do in class, you know. There was one time I plagiarized a paper, and teacher comes over, she says, "Go to the principal's office." Or no, she comes over, she sees that I'm typing the page word for word, and she just instantaneously gives me detention. Or no, she tells the vice principal or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Whatever I just said. And she tells her, and she tells me at lunch to come to her office when I was done eating. So I had to sit in her office to finish a stupid paper because the teacher didn't tell me I couldn't do that. So I had to sit in her office all day long until I finished this stupid paper. And I sat there for a good while. Because I didn't know what to do. I don't have an imagination that's that great. You know, I think of things. But like, I can't just wing a paper off the top of my head. It don't work that way. You know, and I seen another kid doing the same thing that I was doing. And since he was like special education, it didn't matter for him. But he was doing the same thing, and I was like, oh, that's what we're supposed to be doing. You know, I didn't know. And then she craps all over my existence. Like, our education system is horrible. Our high school is good, but our elementary school and our middle school are terrible. Well, middle school was good with education. It was just so hard to get through. Like, that crap is harder than high school. And everybody always told me that high school would be a lot easier than middle school. And it was by a landslide. You don't have to do much to graduate high school where I'm from. You know, you don't have to do a dang thing to graduate high school. Well, you gotta do stuff, but it is definitely easy work. I'm sorry if I burped on camera. I don't know if I did or not. Well, I know I heard it in my mouth, but I don't know if it actually got out. My memory is not very good either, so. I've looked up the name of the lead singer for Coldplay like 4 times, and I still can't remember what his name is. I think it's Chris something. I'm gonna have to look it up a 5th time. I'll probably forget again though. I think that my brain has a shredder up there. So the stuff that isn't relevant gets thrown out, forgotten until I friggin' do something to trigger it again, to remember it. Because I'll just be sitting there thinking about something, and then somebody will talk to me. And I'll be talking, and then I just forget what I was gonna say or ask. I just sit around and forget stuff. The other day I was literally thinking about something 1 second. I grabbed my phone, I got it up on the internet, and then I forgot what I was gonna look up. Like, my brain is horrible. But I'm excited about those pencils because it's been a long time since I've done any swatches on here. So I think it's time to do more. Okay, so we're done with the flower. And I'm gonna do the background. I'm gonna do the sky. This is my favorite marker to do the sky with. Yeah, B290 Sky Blue. And I'm almost out of it, so this background might not be the best. Try to get it the best it can be anyway. Didn't have to do a background or anything, but I think it'll make it look a little better. I am now on season 9 of The Walking Dead. It's really good. I've already watched up to season 10 once. Well, I watched the whole series probably 3 times. It's just so good. I'm gonna have to get like a Copic refill for this marker because I love this marker. Try to find a shade that's like similar. We went to the animal shelter today, Madison County Animal Shelter, and the viewing of the animals is supposed to be at 11. We get down there and they're like, oh, we're deep cleaning the kennels today, so we'll be a little late. And they said it'd be like an hour or an hour and a half before we could go and see what they had. So, you know, I mean, we don't have time to wait. That's why we go at a certain time, because that's the time that we can go. You know, you'd think that they would understand that. And if they have to deep clean, I don't get why they wouldn't deep clean it an hour earlier. Because they said that they open at 8 and the viewing is at 11. That's 3 hours. They can't deep clean in 3 hours. But I mean, I get where they're coming from, because it used to take me my whole shift at work just to clean all the front cages and the birds. So we had birds, hamsters, mice, rats, guinea pigs, rabbits, chinchillas, ferrets, kittens, puppies. Yeah, I had 6 hours to do all that. And as I went on with my job, I got quicker and quicker. And then eventually I started doing the reptiles, and that only took like an hour to do all the reptiles, and then I would come up front and help out. Or I would stay in the back and catch fish. So we are finished with the flower. So we don't have time to do any detailing, but that is okay. I will do the detail off camera. That color kind of looks the same as that color. I think it is a little bit different, but it's still purple. Hopefully our next flower won't be purple. We'll have a whole book of purple. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be updated when I upload new videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.